What if the secret to finally keeping your New Year's resolution wasn't in the gym, but at your pharmacy? A new survey from Tebra reveals that 26% of Americans are planning to use GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound, and Mounjaro to reach their 2025 weight loss goals. And leading the charge, Gen Z, with 37% saying they're skipping fad diets and adding GLP-1s to their wellness plans. Stick around as we explore how these medications are redefining health goals and what it could mean for your 2025 resolutions. Before we get started, we want to remind everyone that we're not doctors. The information we share is based on our personal experiences, our research, and our conversations with the GLP-1 community. Always consult your doctor or healthcare provider before starting or changing any medication, including GLP-1s. Welcome back to the Downsized. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm Christopher Durham, and my wife Lorraine and I have been on really an incredible adventure over the last almost year and a half with GLP-1s. I've used Zepbound, Mounjaro, and compounded tirzepatide, and they've all worked well. All three contain the same active pharmaceutical ingredient, tirzepatide, and for me, they delivered the same results, consistent weight loss, and very similar side effects. The Downsized is our channel dedicated to sharing our real stories and practical advice about weight loss, health, and wellness, especially for those using GLP-1s to treat the disease of obesity. Whether you're just starting your weight loss adventure or looking for tips to keep going strong, we're here to provide updates, insights, and encouragement every step of the way. And of course, it's January 2nd, so there's a lot of people out there looking to lose weight, to change their lives, and they're asking about GLP-1s, and we're here to help with that. Let's explain what GLP-1s are and how they work. So many of you are on GLP-1, so you'll have heard this before, but if you haven't, and it's all new to you, we're going to go over a little bit at a very basic level. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1, a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar levels and slows down digestion, making you feel fuller longer. These medications mimic that hormone to help people with type 2 diabetes manage blood sugar and more recently assist with treating the disease of obesity. Some medications like Zepbound and Mounjaro also target another hormone called GIP, a glucose-dependent insulinotropic polypeptide, which enhances the effect by boosting insulin and reducing hunger even more. This dual action approach is why tirzepatide, the active ingredient in Zepbound and Mounjaro, has gained so much attention. It's the medication that both Lorraine and I have used, and it's worked very well for us. Zepbound and Wegovy are FDA-approved to treat the disease of obesity. Wegovy uses only the GLP-1 hormone, while Zepbound combines GLP-1 and GIP for a dual action approach. On the other hand, Mounjaro and Ozempic are FDA-approved to treat type 2 diabetes. Mounjaro also combines GLP-1 and GIP, while Ozempic focuses solely on GLP-1. Although Ozempic is often prescribed off-label for weight loss, its primary use is blood sugar control in diabetics. Women in particular are setting ambitious goals this year, with 30% looking to use these medications to lose weight, compared to 20% of men. On average, women aim to shed 23 pounds in 2025, while men are targeting 19 pounds. I've lost a little bit more than 90 pounds at this point. These numbers show just how much confidence people are putting into these medications. But here's where things get tricky. Nearly 8 in 10 people believe these medications are too expensive for the average person. I've never met those other two people, and if they're out there, I assume they have lots of cash because these medications are truly expensive. In fact, 64% of those interested in GLP-1 say cost is their biggest hurdle, followed closely by concerns about side effects at 59%. And let's be honest, costs have been one of the biggest barriers for most people considering GLP-1s. We've talked before about the pricing structure and how so many players in the healthcare system, from drug makers to PBMs, are driving up prices. Lorraine and I have paid out of pocket for every dose that we've taken. Our insurance does not cover the medication. At times, I have used Zepbound and Mounjaro, so I have a prescription for Zepbound now. It was Mounjaro before Zepbound was released for obesity, as well as for compounded tirzepatide. Compounded tirzepatide is significantly cheaper, and we hope it will continue to be available because it's certainly a lifeline for a lot of people in both price and during all of the shortages over the last year. My own adventure with GLP-1 started in September of 2023. At that point, I was ready to make a real change. I started with compounded tirzepatide before switching to Mounjaro and then Zepbound based off of working with my local doctor, shortage issues, and so forth. And eventually I came back to compounded tirzepatide because of shortages. Honestly, I've gone back and forth pretty interchangeably. No matter which version I was on, the results were the same. I've lost 90 pounds and my blood pressure medication is no longer necessary. But it wasn't always smooth sailing. I've dealt with shortages, rising costs, and the confusion that comes with navigating the healthcare system. And speaking of side effects, 86% of current GLP-1 users say those risks are worth the results they're seeing. So although I have had minor side effects, they really have not been anything that slowed me down or even made me reconsider taking these medications. My side effects have been limited to very, very minor constipation. I've never even had to take any over-the-counter medications or really manage it in any way other than fiber in my foods. I've had dry mouth. I've had periods where I was getting cold. My only consistent one, well, not even really consistent, the one that's been throughout the last year is I have diarrhea periodically, but it's manageable as well. So the side effects are well worth the opportunity and the cost. That's a huge vote of confidence for these medications, which many now see as more effective than traditional diet and exercise programs. The survey found that 66% of Americans agree GLP-1s are better than older methods. It's not all smooth sailing. Accessibility is still a major issue. About 23% of respondents said they feel left out because they can't get these medications or cannot afford these medications. And shockingly, nearly 1 in 4 people using GLP-1s right now are doing so without medical supervision. That's risky. And it highlights just how complicated this whole process can be. Lorraine and I have been through the ups and downs of the process, whether it was switching from branded medications to compounded options, navigating shortages, balancing side effects, or facing the inevitable stall. And that's why we always say talk to your doctor before starting or changing any GLP-1s, weight loss medications, or programs. These treatments are not one size fits all, and having the right medical support can make a huge difference. As you set your goals for 2025, whether it's weight loss, improving your health, or just feeling better in your own skin, know that GLP-1s are helping more people reach their resolutions. But it's important to stay informed, get the right support, and keep your expectations realistic. On average, with both semaglutide and tirzepatide, so Zepbound, Mounjaro, Ozempic, Wegovy, you can expect between 0.5 pounds per week and 2 pounds per week. So at the high end, you're looking 2 times 52 is 104 pounds in a year. 1 times 52 is 52 pounds in a year. It's significant weight loss. It's steady. It can be expected. We have counted on it, and both Lorraine and I have had a little bit more than a pound on average of weight loss over the last almost year and a half now. We'll be covering more stories like this throughout 2025. So if you want to stay up to date on the latest news about GLP-1s, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to hit the bell so it alerts you every time we publish something or go live. Thanks for spending time with me today. I'm Christopher Durham, and we are the Downsized. See you next time.